Hey everyone, welcome to Sports Psych. This is the app where we help athletes and special forces candidates improve their understanding and application of mental skills. My name's Harry. Today we're going to give a brief snapshot of the onboarding process and how the tool works with some examples. So you'll see here, this is the onboarding screen where you'll type in your overall goal. For this individual, we have a special forces candidate who wants to improve their general utilization of mental skills as they undertake their physical training program. The next thing that they'll do is select some of their values. Values are things that keep us healthy, happy, on track, and heading in the right direction in terms of what's important to us. After that, they'll detail what their strengths are, what are they currently good at, where are they thriving, as we can leverage these with our skills and training. You can add in additional skills and comments in here as you wish. Next, we will identify some of their potential areas for growth. What are their relative limitations? Where do they need some help and some development? In this case, that's work-life balance and a little bit of self-doubt. The final component of the onboarding is who are your supports? Is it your friends, family, team members, spouse? Who's keeping you on track with these goals? All right, that's the completion of the onboarding process, which then takes you through to your dashboard. We'll touch on the dashboard a little bit later, as this is where we aggregate all of your information, trends, and how you've been tracking. Okay, into our example. In this case, the member's undertaking a physical task. What they're going to be doing is a running activity, a 3.2 kilometer run at best pace. They're going to draft here what are some of their primary concerns. Where do they think they might get unstuck when they're doing this arduous physical task? In this case, they want to make sure that they maintain composure and they're tracking their split times throughout the whole event. Once they've completed this inputting of their concerns, they'll enter their pre-activity state. So this is looking at physiological, composure, process, and overall performance states. So how's your body? How's your mind? Do you understand the steps required? And how do you think you'll perform overall for this activity? You'll put a metric on there of what you think is the case leading into the activity. Next, you'll be prompted to choose some mental skills and strategies to improve your likelihood of doing well. And we've got the auto-populated activities here that are suggested for you based on your inputs thus far in the process. So it'll give you some tailored examples. You can also search by category and go through our whole repertoire of categories and individual skills to see what you think is going to help you. You can also add your own skills, put descriptions, links to videos that you find helpful, and add those in. So this person's got their strategies, they've got a plan here before they undertake their task, and they're going to go and do the activity. Once that's complete, they'll come back and they'll input their post-activity metrics. How did their physiological body state turn out? How was their composure? Did they keep a level head? Did they actually understand the steps? And how did that all come together for their overall performance? There's a box here to input some commentary. How did things go for you throughout? How did you go just afterwards? Were you nervous before? This is just a word picture snapshot of your experience. And make sure to put details in here because this really describes your undertaking. And you can use this to better tailor your skills in the future. So in this case, they managed to stick to their timings, they managed to stay on track, they tend to get overwhelmed, but in this particular case, their strategies may have improved their ability to keep composed. This is where you rate the individual strategies and how much you believe they helped, and also you can tick when they might have been helpful for you. Was it before, during, or after the task? And how many times and iterations of that skill actually happened throughout your experience? Did you use breathing once at the start, or did you use it every few minutes throughout when you felt you were getting overwhelmed? Once you've completed that, you'll then get your insights page and your outcomes page where you can see your pre and post differences, your reporting on your strategy effectiveness. It gives you some automatic feedback on how those strategies may or may not have assisted you. And then you get another opportunity just to put in some final reflections. So this is really where the analysis comes in and we start to understand how all the pieces have come together for that task and whether your mental strategies were helpful or not. After that, you'll head to your dashboard. This has got the data that we input earlier in the onboarding process, your values, your strengths, weaknesses, and community. And then below that, you get an aggregated overall snapshot of the strategies you've used, what type of tasks you've used them on, how many repetitions of each mental skill did you undertake, and then you get some broad insights and summaries for your overall performance. This includes every task and activity you've done and what strategies tend to be better for you as an individual. You can drill into the individual tasks and activities that you did and see each session, or you can look at the overall combined analysis. You can change your profile details here. And also, a really important part is that you can export this page to send it to your coach, mentor, or teammate so they can actually keep track of what you've been doing and how successful those new methods have been for you. It produces a screenshot of your dashboard page, and you can just email this to your coach or whoever you like. So today we took a look at the onboarding process and how to get set up. We did a talkthrough of an example, and we also had a look at how the dashboard brings all of that data together to help you make sound, informed decisions for your athletic endeavors. I encourage you all to keep up your training and doing difficult things. Supplement that training with the SportPsych web app so you can get the best data and tracking available for your mental skills and their success. And stop guessing, right? Start using data informed, personalized methods so you can get the most out of your training. We've got a free trial for this web application, so feel free to get into it and provide any feedback that you deem might be useful for us to improve your experience. Stay safe, take care, best of luck.